receiver to do.
And so a third down. Russell, he's got a man this time, and he's got the first down. And they'll move the chains. Can you?
Ray Rice, the running back. McLean in front of him. It's Clayton in motion. Flacco going deep down the middle for Clayton. And it's incomplete. Cromartie on the coverage. Lots of youth on both lines for the Chargers, and Flacco taking advantage. There he goes to the wide receiver, Derek Mason, and Mason with another catch. Flacco. He's going to throw that away, and well judged there, because had he gone to his receiver, that would have been a touchdown the other way. Flacco underneath, and wide open is Kelly Washington, and Washington, who has a touchdown catch today, tumbles out near the 50-yard line. Third down and long for Pennington. Plenty of time. Throws underneath, complete to Bess, and he's got a first down across the 20-yard line back behind Pennington. Looking for Camarillo, a former Charger, and he finds him in the near flat, short of the first down. Antonio Cromartie on the coverage. First and 15. Screen it to Ricky Williams, and well read by the Charger defense. Second down, Henney again. Throws to this side, has a man open again, but again it's behind again. He can't twist back and bring it home. And the Chargers teeing off on him. He goes up on top for again, but overshoots out of bounds.
Right now, Vernon Carey is on the ground, the right tackle for the Dolphins.
Throw.
Well, he sure does, and he loves to go left, especially here. He was under pressure from Clinton Hart. But I tell you, you have to say that Ben Roethlisberger, at the end of the day, is one of the most exciting quarterbacks in the league. Maybe everything he does isn't right, but the guy...
Pass interference, defense, number 31. Automatic first down.
Antonio Cromartie is going to get a good hold of Mike Wallace on the outside, just as he tries to come back in for the first down and grab the jersey. You can see the backside of it. That's a hold. This time Cromartie feels like he can't afford to get his hands on him and get another hold on third down. So what does he do? Comes right back to him, picks up the easy first down.
From a shotgun on second down and 8. Only a three-man rush. The pass to the outside to Heath Miller, the tight end, and he gets taken down on the near sideline by Antonio Cromartie. Merriman in the game. He's going to come, but he's going to get picked up, and Roethlisberger's going to throw, and that's going to be picked off, but a flag is thrown, so Cromartie has it. Cromartie, for the moment, will go to the end zone, but what about the flag?
Prior to the pass. Holding, number 31 in the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's Cromartie.
Antonio Cromartie, here he comes up with a big play. You'll see him right out here. Once again, they're going to come up on him, a little collision, and then he's going to grab the jersey, the back of the jersey. You NBC it there. It's a good call. Can't come back to the ball as a receiver.
Last week at 185. And Roethlisberger with that play fake buys a ton of time and wide open. And how does a guy who you know he's going to look for get that wide open? But Ward is able to still do those types of things in his 12th year in the league. And that's a gain of 26.
Well, let's start with the pass protection. You go play action on an early down, and the Chargers just aren't even getting close. Look at this offensive line. Not supposed to be any good. And then Hines Ward completely turns around Cromartie. This has been a rough night for Cromartie out here. There you go. Cromartie probably runs about a 4.3, and Hines Ward runs about a 4.7 probably these days.
And it's dropped by Holmes. Even a couple of years ago. Third down and 4. And that pass is caught first down by Holmes. I mean, there's just a different presence.
Left, they keep the tight end in. Moreno in to block, and Orton just makes a nice high percentage decision to that guy Marshall, and nobody runs better after the catch than Brandon Marshall.
Well, John, Antonio Cromartie's got to make that tackle. That ball.
Williams torn triceps injury, out for the season. That ball to Moreno. Let's see if it's going to be ruled an incomplete pass or Bart's. It probably be about 8 or 10. Orton looking for Gaffney, who's looking for a flag. But Antonio Cromartie with the breakup. 6 seconds left. You can squeeze one more play in quickly.
Oh, yeah, the Chargers have Antonio Cromartie. Remember him, Jaws? Right here, watch him break down, see the ball leave Orton's hands, and he uses his long limbs to bat it down. That guy, Antonio Cromartie, Pro Bowl corner 2 years ago, hip injuries last year. They need that guy to explode back on the scene. Watch him come off the ball with a wide departure from that close split. Good job at the top of his route. He really backed off Cromartie. Excellent job by Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, Moreno is the back. The pass by Orton, incomplete for Gaffney.
That's a big-time play by Antonio Cromartie. He's going to be up here in bump and run coverage. Gaffney's going to try to give him a little double move, a little stutter go, and then come back. That's great job by Antonio Cromartie getting his body down and out of the break.
Orton, Buckhalter out of the backfield, tackled by Cromartie, who's been very active tonight. And a manageable 3rd and 3 or so coming up.
Yeah, Cromartie going to be right here, right in the face of Eddie Royal. Boy, he plays the route perfectly. No window for Kyle Orton to throw that ball into, but Cromartie has been outstanding in that press coverage.
Back that way, throws to the goal line. Stokely rolled in, touchdown. Now Cromartie said he was down, but I don't know if he ever made contact with him.
4:20. Russell's first throw, plenty of time, deep down the middle, and it's intercepted right into the arms of Antonio Cromartie. And here he comes, ever dangerous in the open field. Gets a block. And finally cut down at the 41-yard line. There it is, first throw, first mistake for Jamarcus Russell. But the Raiders are looking for more. 20 seconds to go, but 2nd and 13, no timeouts. Russell throws to the sidelines, incomplete. Lewis and Murphy tried to scoop it, but it bounced on a short hop. The Jets in a 38-0 drubbing. He has a chance now to rally his team. He needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and Justin Vargas pays the price. Cromartie comes up from the corner to knock him down after a short gain. Best leaders, Denver. 3rd down. Oh my, Russell hit as he throws. Is it a catch? No, just out of bounds.
Pocket sealed for a while. Now, Manning fires it in time for the first down. Knicks, here they come. Eli eludes and then throws it away. Stops the clock at 25. That was Kevin Ellison blitzing. The safety coming in.
You're making me speechless. You like that.
It's hard to do. His man throwing. Cromartie almost reached around to deny.
You see it. They attack the football on this quick screen to the outside, but Akeem Nicks does an excellent job of making the first guy miss. And look at the lineman downfield. Rich Seibert down the field making a block. Kevin Boss gets the kick out.
That's the first play the Charger defense has given up that went for at least 25 yards.
Really gives them at this position is speed. So Antonio Cromartie, you have to honor that. You can't come up and be too aggressive, because if he gets by you, you don't catch up.
Defender fell down, and a catch made by Reggie Brown, the seldom used Reggie Brown. Loss of 6, 2nd down and 16. McNabb looking down the middle of the field in a triple coverage. Incomplete 3rd down. 3rd down, McNabb looking for Reggie Brown, and it's incomplete. This Eagles offense having a hard time getting started today. Good protection and defended well by Antonio Cromartie. Can pull off the miracle. Good start to it. Eric Weddle is standing all the way back at the 10-yard line. Catch by Macklin to the 33.
You can see everybody's backed up out of the picture frame here.
McNabb throwing to the end zone. Still 2 seconds. Although you never know. McNabb buying some time. Fires. It's intercepted in the end zone.
Lions roar, and Matthew Safford with a big game. Here's Sims now after the penalty. He passes out to Peyton Hillis, the fullback, tackled immediately by Antonio Cromartie. Buckholder now with Orton. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up nicely. The throw over the middle, complete. It's Gaffney to the 12, to the 5. Orton trying to get at least into field goal range. To the sidelines, it's intercepted. Was he in bounds? Yep, intercepted by Cromartie, and they're calling him inbounds. That's going to be challenged again, I would think. No, they can't. They don't have any timeouts, so it's upstairs. Yeah, they may replay that. They're going to have to take a look at that. I didn't think he got both feet in as he picked that pass.
Well, let's take a look here. Left foot is down, right foot is in from that angle. Yeah, I think that's an interception, and a great one by Antonio Cromartie.
What hands by Cromartie. To look at where he's catching that ball. Back into the ball, juggles it a bit there. I don't know.
That's always the key. Does he have total possession? And that angle there.
No way, says Orton. Holder in, fake to him. Orton looking for something deep, gets away, and now throws toward the side and throws it away. And there was Antonio Cromartie. He picked one off in a similar play late in the first half as he was going for the ball. Well, we got 10 minutes left.
We'll come back to it.
Orton, look at the time. Throws to the sideline, and it's Eddie Royal over there for the catch. Derek on first down, wide open in the flat, and a clip complete to Lance Long, who makes a skidding catch at the Charger 30. Last in the league on third down, 22%, but they get the first down to Bobby Wade in the left flat, and Wade able to step out of bounds with an 11-yard gain. Through the years, they just do have that silent communication. The throw is intercepted for a moment by Cromartie. It was off. Help form that steel curtain of Chuck Knowles. Quick throw to the flat, and Chris Chambers has his first catch against his distributed for families around San Diego. Throw by Castle into the flat to Chambers, and he's down at the 20. And the throw into the flat incomplete, and Antonio Cromartie darting in front of Lance Long. First score of the game, a touchdown pass to Gates for San Diego. Croyle cranks it up and throws it long and too long. Looking for Bobby Wood.
3. They got it. Stuckey. First down. He's down to the 2.
Didn't let down in any way, shape, or form. Now embarking upon their 7th consecutive win. And Cleveland Browns, I think there are some encouraging things to take away from this game.
1st and 10. And looking deep, Massaquoi was held, and that's going to be a penalty flag. The first on San Diego goes on Steve Gregory, who was undrafted out of Syracuse and has been playing special teams and seeing more time this year with a couple starts at the strong safety.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, 31, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It was Cromartie who was there as well with Gregory.
Take a look at them. They're out on the edge. Right there. See that little grab right there on the hip? And that's why they're going to get him. You're beyond 5 yards. You can only make that contact within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
The 3-yard line of San Diego for Cleveland and Quinn. The drive began back at the 41-yard line. About providing some time at the guard to the end zone, and almost caught by Robrisky. His dad is an NFL coach.
A choice in the Cowboy lineup. Roy Williams has the catch, but it's not going to be enough for a first. Comes back to get it at the 25. Draws a little bit with Cromartie. Picks up 14. 2nd and 5. And Cromartie, the crowd here thought he had a little too much contact on Roy Williams, but no flag.
Well, there was a lot. Does it happen in the first 5 yards? Yes, yes. Pretty close. Oh, yeah, he's got a nice hold on that jersey. I'm pretty lenient with the defensive backs.
2nd and 5. And Austin has another first down grab. Team. And that's incomplete.
Well, that was excellent coverage down the field. And the Chargers, they put a lot of pressure on Quentin Jammer and Antonio Cromartie.
Who actually went against Muhammad Ali, and Ali's 3rd professional fight was defeated by Ali. Here is Romo out of bounds. Romo gets it away in time to a slashing Roy Williams. Knocked down at the 30. His 13th completion today. I wonder how deflating all of that was for the Dallas side.
Well, not only deflating, Jim, emotionally, but physically to lose maybe your best defender.
Miles Austin at the 10 to the 5 and decked at the 4. Operating from the 39. Coming out throwing. Coming out with a long ball down the field to Andre Caldwell and incomplete.
A little more today as he goes down the field because he has the speed to make defensive backs backpedal, open up some throwing lanes.
So what happened?
Top of your screen, watch the outcut by Ocho Cinco and then sticks that foot in the ground, and he is out running one of the fastest corners in the NFL. And Ocho Cinco very fast. And what is different? Why are they finding these plays today?
Was out with a hip flexor, hip strain. 2nd and 1. Almost intercepted. That was Cromartie jumping in front of Ocho Cinco.
Isn't that pretty impressive? You know, you think about it, wasn't that long ago he gave up a double move for a touchdown, and well, they say you can't have a memory if you're a defensive back, and he is all over this, Jim. Look at it, gets both hands on the football. Good job by Ocho Cinco sticking his right hand in there to knock it down.
1st and 15. Trying to come back from 11 down. Ball's out. Fumble. Palmer gets to it in time.
2nd and 9. Young has a first down in Charger territory. Gain of 12 to trailing 7-3. Young to throw on first down. Looking for Justin Gage in double team traffic and Eric Weddle. And Antonio Cromartie on the coverage. Young with time. Young has a first down to the rookie Kenny Britt. Tackled by Cromartie. Gain of 14.
When he's on, he's as good as there is in this league. He can mirror. He can break. I mean, he's the complete player. There are times when he gets a little lax out there.
Justin Gage, the intended receiver.
And of course, what he did was he gave a couple of gifts here in the form of turnovers.
2nd down for Young, intended for Britt.
Is on the coaching profession and him in particular.
Gregory able to walk off under his own power. Young's pass incomplete, intended for Justin Gage.
You know, Bobby was talking Merriman off the edge, and he's nursing a foot injury.
Johnson with 10 straight, over 100. Kenny Britt has a step.
Put him in the hands.
Beat Cromartie down the sideline.
Yeah, you gotta lay out for that. That's gotta be, you gotta put that one in your back pocket. He got on top of Cromartie, and Vince Young had him. And Kenny Britt's just a young player. Now see how he's tracking the ball with his hands? Now he's got the difference between a good play and a great play. That's the difference right there. You've got to make the catch. You make the catch, takes you to another level.
The quick throw to Malcolm Kelly, and Kelly brought down quickly. Antonio Cromartie. Weddle, 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Kelly again. Kelly with a nice game. He'll be about 3 or 4 yards shy of the first, working on Cromartie.